Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Eddie Miranda, owner and founder of Men's Physique News, and we're here with another interview. This guy absolutely needs no introduction whatsoever. If you guys know, he just finished taking the New York Pro Championship, and 2 weeks ago he took the Pittsburgh Pro Championship. What's up, Raymont? How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, man. How's it going?
I'm doing good, brother. So, how are you feeling after doing winning those two pro shows?
Um, it feels good to breathe a little bit and not have to worry about a few things that you've been worrying about for the past few months.
You-
Cardio, macro, blah blah blah. Oh, status check. Fuck your status check, O's. I'll at you in a couple weeks, man. It's like no, but no,
that,
I feel good, man. Those are my shows that I've been focusing on since I turned pro. Um, that's since I came in, those are the shows you do when you want to make a name for yourself. I witnessed guys, come in, win, and it made a name for themselves, and it helped them for the Olympia, and moving forward. And I finally got me a nice chunk of the pie right there with the New York win and winning the Pittsburgh again. So yeah, man, it feels kind of good. It feels really good, but it's the Olympia I'm focused on now.
of
Those
course.
shows, I expected to win them. That's just like that's how I go into to any show. But those shows were the shows I expected to win. And I was prepping for them like I would do any other show, and I came out successful.
No, you were the heavy favorite at both those shows, and it showed because you're the one that took the win at both of them. So everybody's predictions on the fact that you were going to win those shows was absolutely correct. You were gun ho about winning those shows.
Mhm.
And I want to go back just a few more months. You did the Shiru Classic at the
Yeah,
beginning of the season.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. That was your first international show.
Oh yeah, I learned a lot through that, man. Shoot, just the timing and the eating selections. Like you think you're prepared, and then you go over there, and it's like
There's
literally
nothing.
no one's speaking English. Like you don't really realize how like different things are until I got over there.
Yeah.
Um, it was a big learning experience. It was good though. It was great. I'm glad I did it. I had a wonderful time. Um, I wish I had more time over there, man, in Colombia. It's a great place, man. They
You,
loved
you,
us over there also, man. They loved us.
yeah, you just want to feel the vibes over there, the
Yeah, I
people.
do. I had to
And
leave out kind of soon, man. But that was a good show. Sharu put on a great show, and we'll see about things in the future going back down there or not. It's international, man. I love competing internationally just from that one time.
yeah, and going into that show, you and Andre were considered to be one and two.
Hmm.
Fernando came in and got the second spot.
Hmm.
How did you feel about Fernando coming in and creeping ahead of you?
Man, I'm still trying to figure out. No, hey, he looked good, man. Fernando looks good. I don't know. I'm still. I mean, it was. I won prejudging, and we tied at finals, and he got the nod. I don't know how, but dude looks good, man. He looks good. He represented Colombia very well, and they were behind him. But yeah, you can't take that away from the dude, or the decision. It's like, I fucking would have been happy with second. I would have been happy with second place.
Of
So,
course.
uh, yeah, it's just one of those. You go in, you look in the win, and you don't win, and it's like, all right, well, on to the next one. But yeah, it really didn't like sit as bad as like some people thought it would because you expected to win or
Yeah, of
second at
course.
worst, but it's like yo, you can't control some things when people show up and it's like. Think about it. It's people judging people. It's not me and him scoring buckets against each other.
Yeah.
You know. So hey, on to the next one. It's part of the game, man.
Yeah. So okay, so let's go on to the next one. You did Arnold Classic.
Mhm.
So that show you were top two with Andre. You guys were battling it out on stage.
Yeah.
You know how how did you take that second place against Andre? I mean, I know he's your best friend. You guys are always talking with each other. How
Yeah,
did you
man.
feel about that second place at the Arnold?
I mean, just as I feel when I don't win any show, but it's like, yeah. I mean, you got to keep it real. Like, dude, I still felt at the time I still lacked in certain areas where he beat me, and that may have been the reason why he beat me at the Arnold. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just keep it real, you know. I tell people, like, when people go and look for reasons why uh, they failed, or didn't reach in certain expectation level on something, winning a show, whatever. You got to go and check yourself first. Be honest with yourself and look like, all right, did I win this? Did I win that? Was I better than this person right here or there? And I mean, if you can't lie, you shouldn't lie to yourself.
Yeah. You should
So I
never
mean,
lie to yourself.
yeah, that's how you keep it. I mean, you got to, especially in this sport, man. Um, but yeah, I wanted to win that one too, and we didn't. So it kept the fire lit. It kept the fire lit, and yeah.
And between the Arnold and you winning the Pittsburgh, there was a time gap in between there. So how was your prep between those two shows?
um, uh, I kind of didn't like it. I like doing them like very close, like 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
Um, it's just like I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready pretty soon, And from what was it, the Arnold and Pittsburgh? What was it, about 8 weeks, something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Give or take, yeah.
That's pretty long for me, man.
Mm.
Especially like I just came off of the Arnold, so I wasn't like putting Pittsburgh in the back in the rear end for prepping, like as if I had a full month to just fuck off and do whatever. Like I
Yeah.
stayed pretty close, so therefore I was ready for Pittsburgh. Like I mean, a month before it was time. Um, but yeah, it's like that's why I like doing them. Like even last year, I did about 6 shows, maybe, or 5, 6 shows. I
Mm-hmm.
think majority of them, the longest break was 3 weeks in between them. You know, it makes the prepping for me, I think, for the next show easier and easier when you keep them relatively close. As long as
Yeah.
you do what you're supposed to do. 8 weeks, you get freedom. You get off your routine for a little bit. You got to come
Mm.
back to it. The hardest part of any prep is going from not ready to getting ready.
Yeah.
That sucks.
No, and the same thing happens to me. It's that mindset. You get off your prep. It's like, oh, I got
Yeah,
4 months,
yeah,
2 months, and you mentally click off, and it's like, well, I could be a little bit more lenient and doing everything I can. So it can't you kind of sacrifice a little bit in that time gap, so it's a little bit harder.
My problem is I don't do that. I
Yeah.
stay in attack mode so damn long. That's why I said like I'll be ready so soon, and it's like fuck, still got more time. Like damn, shit's getting old. Let's go. But yeah, but the only one I like taking, like I get the long break for, is Olympia, because like the summertime. We're on the East Coast, so we get ready for these shows beginning of the season. We're dealing with snow, and we're going to the gym with dressed up like we're about to go out and like shovel snow. Not like we're going to the gym in flip flops and your bag and your stuff and you're ready to rock until you get in there. Like it's whack, man. Getting ready for these shows. So, but like for the Olympia and stuff, the summertime's here. You get a little vacation, and then you get ready in the nice times of the year. That's what
Yeah,
it's
no,
cool.
no, it's funny. And I come from Miami, so like every day I'll go to the gym in like my cutoffs and shorts, and now I'm in San Diego, and it's every day freaking freezing, and I have to go in pants and long sleeves and sweaters. So I totally get that.
It's whack, man. So
All
whack.
right. So now at Pittsburgh Pro, you won it for 2 consecutive years in a row.
Yep.
How do you feel about taking the second championship?
Oh man, it's my city, baby, Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's always special. I got the friends, family. I'm born and raised from here, so that's probably my favorite show of the year. Every time, man. Every year, past years, even the year before. But yeah, that one means the most.
Yeah. But you know what? It really wouldn't be a win if you didn't have Ava there cheering you on
Oh,
over at the Pittsburgh Pro.
I mean, you see those pictures that my man Will Whitman.
Yeah.
Those pictures are dope, man. I don't know how he got it. He's a beast. He's special. But like things like that, like he's got these 2 photos that are just probably my top 2 ever, and it's with her in them.
Yeah.
Those.
Like I can't see you doing a Pittsburgh Pro without Ava like cheering you on in the seats, man.
I get asked about her so much. From New York, they're like, "Where's your daughter at? She's not competing this weekend."
Now going into New York, of course you were the heavy favorite going into that. I saw the highlight. I saw the live streams, and you were dead center with Akeem. You guys didn't get moved at all.
Well,
So
I know I was dead center, and they moved a few people around. Like I didn't move the entire time. They
yeah.
didn't move him to the middle until towards probably the end or something. So
Well,
I think they were
well,
just trying to let everyone see, how
yeah.
they matched up before
No,
they got him.
I believe what happened was that like Akeem was on the side. They brought him in, and then you two were center the entire time, and then everybody else kept on getting swapped around you guys.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because like that was the thing. It's like like I was looking at it. Akeem, you and Akeem never moved. It was
For
like
real?
Ciroc, Chase, Andre,
I thought so. I thought
and
the dude from Paraguay started next to me at first.
yeah,
I think so.
which was I believe on which is Andre. Oh no, that's no. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
okay.
That's
That's
Fernando Rios.
yeah. Those dudes are cool, man.
Yeah.
Those dudes are
So
cool dudes. They are
so
real cool.
so in between finals and prejudging. So going into into finals, like what did you do? To come in even like a little bit better.
I
Going
ate
into
more.
your final.
I ate more.
You ate more. Like
I
what?
ate more. Dude, I eat so much. People, it's retarded. Just the guys close to me. Just let this next time I can't tell everybody everything, but just talk to me. I'll tell you. You're like, what? It's impossible. It's crazy. Like, and to think that I still had room to fill in more at New York. That's
and
crazy. Like, it's
and
not
then what did Omar say about that? Like what did Omar like?
just one of those good problems. You ain't got to worry about as a coach. It's like, what? That's the only problem we're dealing with? Oh, go ahead, man.
Don't worry, you're still gonna win the show. You don't need to be that full. Like,
Oh,
all
not even
right.
that. It's just like, there's no protocol. Like, just eat. Like, think about it. If all you got to do is tell your athlete, like, that's it, just eat. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And so after the show, you're probably taking a break. What are your plans going into the Olympia?
Oh man, this one's it's. I want to win this, man. I want to win this one bad. Like, this is. It got a good feel to it. Where I position myself this for, and my intentions on, you know, making improvements and doing everything possible. We're going into this one with a very high chance of winning, and it's real. It's realistic. So this one feels good, man.
So you have Jeremy that's probably going to be coming back. You have Andre that is second in the world. You're having guys like Ryan Terry coming back. He's with Neil Yoda right now. You have Jeremy Potvin that's now with Cement Factory. He's going to try to gun for it. Like, how do you feel about all these people that basically are dark horses that nobody's really talking about that are real creepers for a top five? How do you feel about those guys coming in?
They're not creepers at all. Those guys, like, they're not creepers at all. And that's like, we don't. I mean, I can say for myself, I don't like train to beat certain people or worry about them. Like, but those guys, I have nothing but respect for and know what they're capable of bringing. That's another added, factor in what I'm doing, how I train and going about this. So, yeah, they're great, man. I expect everyone, like, to probably bring the best ever this year, just because it's like everyone has, like, with the question lingering about whether Jeremy is going to be healthy enough. Just think about that. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, the title's really up for grabs, even though it's up for grabs every year. Like, when think about, like, the champ may not be able to compete, and you, like, are a guy that's been in the mix.
Mhm.
Just think about it, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really in reach. So
I
it's
mean,
gonna be a good one.
no, and I mean, and like what was discussed, he came very close to losing his title last year. Andre was really on his heels, so he has to really play it smart this year on what he's going
Yeah,
to do.
he's a champ, man. He'll make the right decision. Like, can never doubt the heart of a champ, man. If he goes about it, goes through it, he obviously made the right decision. If not, like, the dude's smart, man. He's a champ for a reason. Despite how people feel about him, whatever, whether you like him or not.
And what are your plans for like after Olympia? Are you going to be taking a break, or are you going to be
I'm not
traveling?
sure, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, especially with the league and everything, within other countries and stuff.
Hmm.
There's a lot going on. I've talked to some people. We might go over there do some appearances afterwards, especially with Sharu. with his some of his shows over in India. Just a bunch of different opportunities coming up, man. So we'll see.
So that's good. You know, the doors are opening up for you. Seems like you're going to be traveling a whole lot more. You know,
Yeah.
you're really making a name for yourself, especially between last year to this year. I mean, you've basically become one of the staples in the industry in the league right now.
Yeah, it's been a blessing, man. It's been one hell of a ride, dude. Starting this, you don't really, you're like, I didn't know what my intentions were with it,
Yeah.
But to say that I envisioned this from the beginning, that's lying. You know what I mean? It was a sport that I learned about and got deeper in love with it as I continue with it. And like when I really stop and think about what's going on, I really don't sometimes because it keeps me hungry when I just like click like nothing's going on, nothing's crazy. But it's reality. I got to come out of that mindset because if someone might just pull me to the side and it makes me like, damn, you really know that about me, or like, shit, this is really going on. I'm really like up here in the division. It's pretty crazy, but
So
yeah,
you basically never thought that you were going to be in this kind of position before.
it's like you want to, but it didn't start off like easy. Like I've only been I've been a pro for 3 years.
Hmm.
Um, in my first year, I didn't win one show at all. I ended up getting injured and had to end the run to Olympia. But shit, think about it. That happened your first year, and you're like, oh, you put a lot of money into that, and you don't get what you actually think you should have gotten.
Yeah.
It's tough to stay with something that you're not really seeing results from, even though it takes time to see results. But
Yeah.
you know how we are, we're human. We want to see them right away sometimes, but that's not the case. Um, so it's like where I am right now, and you think about the daily grind, everything you did to get here. It's pretty crazy. It's amazing. It's a blessing, and
Yeah.
I take it with lots of pride, and I'm trying to do great with it, man.
And you said you've been a pro for like about 3 years.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Omar as a coach?
Um, Only for a year.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Last year, I mean, technically, counting this is our second season. So yeah, this is our second season, man. He's a G, man.
So who was your coach before that?
His name was Evan Legacy. Yeah, Legacy. He was a physique doctor. We did some good things. We turned pro. I mean, but relationships, they come and go for the better or worse or whatever. That's just how life is, uh, I was always cool with Andre and him and Omar. O
Yeah.
would even like message me even before I was with him, talking shit, showing me like his Ventura t-shirts and shit. Like, I was like I even OJ when he was younger too. Like, just sup, Raymont, and they showed him Ventura t-shirts. But he also, he used to always give me little pointers and like, give me my props and stuff. So, and me and Luck, we had a relationship. I found him on Instagram, and then when I was looking for a coach, he was like you should come mess with the squad, man. And it's funny because I was also Ryan Benson,
Yeah.
your team Zero Gravity. That's my dog too, man. I was I was I was in a search for a coach, and he and I talked a few times too. And I don't know. I think there wasn't the East Coast guys, so like
Yeah.
Omar was a little bit more relatable into my selection. But Ryan's cool as shit, man. That's my dude too. And we could have done some great things, but my relationship at the time, was tighter with Andre and he Omar, and it was a great decision.
No, I mean that decision hasn't really failed you,
Yeah,
man. You're
yeah,
again, like what I said, you're making a
absolutely,
mark.
absolutely, man. O's that dude, man. Sheesh.
Well, Raymond, I mean, I want to pretty much thank you for jumping on, Skype with me to have the interview. Truly appreciate your time. I know you're a busy guy. You're super involved in the industry, and you're constantly doing things. So I appreciate the fact that you took the time out in order to interview with me. So I
No,
truly appreciate that.
my guy, Eddie. Anytime, you my dog, bro. You know how it is, man. I don't mess with too many people, but you my guy, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Well, brother, I truly appreciate your time. I wish you the best on the Olympia stage, and I know for a fact I'll come see you in September.
No doubt, brother. Thanks.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Catch you later.